In this segment, we'll learn about Miss Streeter's approach in keeping her students engaged, as well as talk about an exciting current project which will be featured in the finale of our 3-part series. And let me just say, this production is amazing. You have sort of a unique approach. Each year you do something just a little bit different.
Yes, Josh, you got to change it up a bit, especially with children, because they get bored easily. But Josh, I'm an elementary music teacher. They are so young and impressionable. My job, first and foremost, is to light the spark. Some of those kids come into my music room with no musical interest or background, and I need to get them on board, and they usually do.
And one of the things that you've done is sort of brought them perhaps a little bit more into modern, sort of a more modern musical, I don't know what the word is, thinking. 3-4 years ago, you did a Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
Was that your first sort of foray into like rock and roll with the students, or?
Yes, and there was such a turn on and a turnabout in their excitement that I thought, this is the path we need to go down. And the students have parents about my age. We're getting there, and generationally, and the parents love it to death. And oh, Miss Streeter, we listened to all that stuff at home. So the kids are very comfortable with the rock.
It almost seems like a no-brainer, I guess. I mean,
yes.
When you see the expressions on their face and sort of how much fun they have with it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's
if
great.
you get them to sing what they're interested in, they'll do anything for you. It's just such a pleasure.
Yeah, can you tell me some of the, maybe a few of the other things that you've done that are sort of in this idea? I mean, you did the Guns N' Roses thing, and then what have you said about 5 years at Bloomingdale?
Yes, every year we pick a new theme. I believe we did the girls of the 80s, and we did Cyndi Lauper and Madonna, and some of my favorites that I grew up singing.
Sure, yeah.
With my hairbrush singing too. But it's a lot of fun. We went green one year with the environment, and we incorporated the Adirondacks with that, which was very, very perfect. Every year it's a different theme, and we jack up the tempo just to keep it new and original and healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you find that this whole process has taken a life of its own, where it actually gets, each year is a little bit bigger than the last?
Yes, and Josh, it's hard because parents will come up to me on the street. So, Miss Streeter, we're looking forward to those spring concerts. How are you going to top the last year?
So there's a little bit of pressure involved. Yeah, yeah. Wow, that's wonderful. And the kids just have such a great time. And it's not just music, I mean, it's the whole, the whole gamut. We're talking dance routine, the moves, just
because Josh, we have all types of learners, kinesthetic, oral. They need to move. They need to dance, and some of them can't sit still. There's another issue with school nowadays. It is hard to teach in this modern day society. We are competing with technology, and Josh, you know what that means. The iPods, the PlayStation games, the computers, they are riveted to computers. And we've come to find ourselves trying to be entertainers in a world where children, they are entertained. They don't know how to entertain. So that's been the biggest struggle. To show them, to ask them, would you pay money to see yourself doing that?
So you're looking at needing to stimulate beyond what they've already been stimulated with the technology.
And it's hard to compete. Sometimes I feel like a circus performer up there in front of them just to get them to learn anything. You've got to go think outside of the box nowadays, because they are bombarded with everything.
And the response you've gotten for doing these things like the Queen medley and then the Michael Jackson thing, we need to tell sort of our listeners about what's cooking here. You have graciously agreed to team up with Mountain Lake PBS and myself. We're going to do a music video. We're going to have these kids involved.
They'll feel like superstars, Josh.
I know, and for me, best of all, is they'll have what a great keepsake to be able to have. So we're very excited about that.
So this concert, they put themselves out there. We have soloists, we have dancing. We spent a few days after school every week with volunteer students who were dying to learn Michael Jackson's Thriller. Can you picture me teaching them Thriller?
I mean, it's a riot because, like you said earlier, you used to probably jump up and down on your bed listening to Thriller,
Yes.
and perhaps you did the moonwalk. I don't know. I had a pretty poor moonwalk, but I tried.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
That's not for everybody. But Thriller, I mean, this is a big undertaking. I've seen the performance. It's one of the reasons why we're together now, and I just love it that our Mountain Lake PBS viewers, they don't know yet.
Oh,
they don't know what they're going to see.
They're in for a treat, Josh. Something happened in Saranac Lake.
Yeah.
Oh, and Josh, my friends and family always say, Janine, you are so fortunate to live in the most beautiful place in New York State. But it's so funny because what they don't realize is I am fortunate. The most beautiful thing in Saranac Lake is to come to school and see those kids in what they have inside and what they have to offer every day. That's the most beautiful thing about this town.
And the kids at Bloomingdale Elementary sure are lucky to have Miss Streeter for a music teacher. Her commitment and forward-thinking approach will certainly leave a lasting impact on the students.
Sally, won't you teach me how to dance?